En Bolivia también.
Tienes un marinero con ese bonito traje que parece carpintero. Anoche yo la vi vestida de bonito traje que parece carpintero. Anoche yo la vi vestida.
¿Qué está haciendo? Hey, carpintero.
Can't hear you.
Hey, speak English?
What?
What are you building?
A ladder.
To where?
Huh?
I've heard of Jacob's ladder, I've never heard of Eric's ladder.
Well, this one's more better.
This is more better? Great. Good. You got one more year of English, right?
Yep. Well, I did that on purpose. Well, that's impossible, maybe.
Okay. Es su color, ¿no? Elegante, yeah.
Father Mike, your turn.
No, that's
Come on,
alright.
Father Mike.
Hey, Mike.
I made it 53. 50. Hola, hola. Ah, yeah.
Something that stood out to me during this trip was on the last day when we were saying our last goodbye and when I was hugging the little kids, and it showed me how much the kids made an impact on my experience here, and in the end, like, it just shows me how helping others and making kids feel important and needed can make me happier and a better person.
Okay. It's what I said a couple of nights ago about how they open me up. I think in my normal life, I can get pretty focused on kind of what has to happen next. And on a trip like this, I am more open to what is happening at the moment. And the work is very absorbing physically, and somehow that really brings me into myself and opens me up in a way that it's very hard to explain. And there's something about the beauty of the landscape and the breadth of human experience that it's something I really lose track of in my normal everyday walk around life in Maryland. And I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity to be opened up like this, to feel choked up like this. And I think about, I mean, this was at the very beginning of the trip, but I think about walking into the chapel where Romero was killed, and it was like I was receptive to the feeling of holiness there, and I think that happens over and over on this trip, and it's happened more and maybe on this trip than others. But just being open to the feeling of holiness. It's not that I'm thinking about God, but I'm open to a sense of God. So I think that's what I'm holding this morning. Is, the really deep meaning of this, and it's why I'm feeling so unwilling to go get on that airplane.
Thank you.
Buenos días, ¿cómo te va? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y cómo te va? Buenos días, ¿cómo te va? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y cómo te va? Buenos días, ¿cómo te va?
¿Dónde?
Fist pumping.
Guns firing.
this week was amazing, very, very fun, especially with these people, and very, very, very hard work. And it makes me feel happy that that we can help the Masons and the people build the house pretty fast too. So yeah, and I couldn't be any happier with these people. They're amazing, fun. I've never laughed this hard in a very, very long time, and I love it. I hope I can do it again sometime. But one image that sticks to me was that Monday, the first day of work, I went to visit, after I came from the latrine, I visited one of the locals called Goritza, and she was very happy that I stopped by to talk to her. I decided to talk to her. She was just kind of there making tortillas. I was like, maybe I'll just stop by and say hello. And I did, and it was we just talked about anything. She wanted to visit the USA. I was like, yeah, it's not very, very nice. It's nicer here. She didn't believe me, but yeah. Tuesday I came back and visited her. We talked about basically the same thing. And then Wednesday I didn't come visit her, which I completely forgot. And then Thursday I came back. I didn't come back, but she came up to me saying, how come you didn't come visit me? And I was like, oh man, I forgot. I'm sorry. I'll come visit you today. But I didn't come visit her Thursday either, and it made me feel really sad that I didn't see her. And then Friday was our last day at work, and I came up to visit her, but she wasn't there. And it broke my heart that I couldn't see her, because she was like the nicest person I've ever met. She's happy. Yeah, and yeah, but a little thing like that, like just talking to someone, can make a really big impact on someone. But she was so happy. I've never seen a smile that big on her, on anyone, and it makes me feel good inside, but it also breaks my heart that I didn't get to see her, and I hope to get to see her one day.
The image that stays the most in my mind is seeing the kids run around without their shoes, because not only were they still happy, but they didn't consider it essential. And when I think about in the States how shoes are a necessity, I start to wonder whether my priorities are in check. And seeing them so happy and just so playful without them is a good thing, and it helps me realize that I need to redo my priorities.
So what are you ladies doing?
Rebar
Rebar. What does that consist of?
with wire, and more wire, and these poles.
And not much work at all.
Tons of work.
You know
tons
what?
of work
You're
a lot.
sitting there doing nothing. With
Yeah, I was just going to say, they're vertical, Chico. So is this a fun job?
Definitely. Yes. Very fun.
And how is working with Joanne as a teammate?
It's very tiresome.
Awesome.
I think she said some, but the word was tire, not awesome.
She meant awesome.
Ah, yeah.
Tiring.
You're helping her with her vocabulary, right?
You know what, commentator? Stay there.
And what do we have over
Mike
here?
is over there.
Do we like this? Is this a meditative job, Mary?
Yes, it is.
Carol, have you discovered that part of it?
The meditative part?
Yeah, you might want to get that water dripping off your nose, too. The wire's going to be rusty.
That's part of it.
And your part in all of this is...
My favorite memory of the trip was on the first or second day when the two girls, Leslie and Tatiana, went and picked everyone in the group blue flowers, and they brought them around to us, just because it showed me how much they appreciated us and how carefully they took time to make sure every single person got a flower. And it showed me just that how much we were helping them and how happy it made them. And it just motivated me to work because it showed, I just felt inspired by them. That was my favorite memory.
Next customer.
Wake up to the morning light, wipe away the lonely night, let a brand new day wash over you. Wanna see you smile again, show some love to your crazy friends, wipe your tears away, those days are through. If you move just a little bit closer, you can put your head on my shoulder. Yeah, yeah. So baby, hold on, just another day or two. I can see the clouds are moving faster now, and the sun is breaking through. If you can hold on to the one that's holding you, there is nothing that can stop this crazy.
Algo decir a la gente.
Y René, ¿qué le quiere decir a la cámara? René, ¿le quiere decir algo a la gente?
Hola, René. Perdón. ¿Algo de decir? No.
Hay que tomar.
So baby, hold on, just another day or two. I can see the clouds are moving faster now, and the sun is breaking through. If you can hold on to the one that's holding you, there is nothing that can stop this crazy love from breaking through. And the stars are up there shining for you. Oh, how the Father does adore you. His love will never change. And you and I, we were born to follow the hope that will lead us to tomorrow. And no one can take it away. So baby, hold on, just another day or two. I can see the clouds are moving faster now. And
Hola, ¿qué estás viendo? ¿Tomando fotos? Sí.
There is nothing that can stop this crazy, crazy love from breaking. Baby, hold on. See the clouds are moving faster.
¿Cuál es de mejor peluquera? La alta, ¿no?
There is nothing that can stop this crazy, crazy love from breaking. You see the clouds are moving faster now. The clouds are moving.
Don't spill any.
You see the clouds are moving faster now, and the sun is breaking through. We're breaking through. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. We're breaking through. Whoa,
That's fun.
Whoa, oh, oh. We're breaking through.
Don't get that on camera.
The week has been equal parts of incredibly hard work and even more fun. Fun playing with everybody on the team, playing frisbee in the pool, laughing around the table, dancing. Memories of people that I didn't know a week and a half ago. And now I can't imagine not seeing them every day, and I'm going to miss them all terribly. In addition to that, what I'm going to be remembering is the mud. And the mud that we saw every day in people's homes, where kids play, where mothers go to get the masa for their pupusas. Seeing people live in these kinds of conditions brings me back to thinking about where I live, and will change how I am constructing my life and reflecting on decisions I make. Just seeing the stark difference between my life and the life of the people that we grew to have so much respect for. And grew to care very deeply. So, as you can see, the trip is part fun, fabulous, but also very profound.
Things that was most powerful for me about the Habitat trip was the community. And the community that we had as a group was definitely powerful. And when we met our families and interacting with them, and the community that the children, the parents had with us throughout the week was incredibly meaningful as we passed bricks to one another, as we dug. We didn't dug. We stopped. No, we had lots of fun doing the brigades. We passed bricks. We sang as we went along. Kids were helping, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, and they didn't complain, and it was a delight to see how they were expected and easily fit into the whole group. It was a delight to be here. I was very blessed.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel
Wow.
this so paper thin?
You probably took it over.
Yeah, that's right. Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under, screaming, no one seems to hear it? There's still a chance for you, because there's a spark for you.
Yeah, no passing out, that's against the rules. Very impressive though.
Hola, ¿cómo estás tú? ¿Bien? Dos guapos, ¿no? ¿Cómo te llamas? Osman, ¿no? Osmar.
Yo me llamo Juanax.
¿Juanax?
Ajá.
Con X.
Yo me llamo Juanax.
You're here to play with the kids, I thought. Como dos niñas, ¿no? ¿Qué estás sacando esta foto?
Hang it up about too high.
Did you eat that fruit? Rico fue? Was it good? Good.
Sadness we feel as I leave you, just for a while.
third time in El Salvador. I've come 3 times with St. Francis Bills. And every time I'm just struck by the kids. They have so little compared to kids in the United States, but there is a sweetness to them and a kindness to them that just makes them irresistible in a way. I love to play with them. I love to teach them the little games my kids used to play in the schoolyards when they were children. I feel that in some little way I'm giving them something that will stay on beyond my time here on any given habitat trip. And of course, you know, the idea that we're building houses that they'll live in that will be so much better for them than what they currently have really means a lot to me. And I remember on one of the habitat trips, this little girl, Nancy, who would just look at her mostly completed house that we were painting, and she would just go and look in this room that would be soon her bedroom, and she would just look at it and say in Spanish, you know, my new room is going to be so beautiful. And I think that giving that sort of gift to the kids is really what being on the habitat trip is really all about, and what makes me keep coming back time after time.
The one moment that stuck out with me the most was with Hernan. I spent the entire trip up on the scaffolds with them, and so I got really close to them, and at the end of the last day we were putting the last brick on the house, and he says, misión cumplida. Finalmente puedo decir misión cumplida con un grupo, and it means the mission complete, and I can finally say mission complete with a group. And I thought it was nice to know that I could help someone finish what they were meaning to finish within a week. And I was a part of it. I was a large part of it, and I enjoyed it a lot. No, porque me mandaron a hacer esto. ¿Qué estás haciendo?
Terminando ya la última vez en la casa.
Yay!
¿Cómo es ella, no? ¿Es un buen trabajadora?
Sí.
¿Sí?
Sí.
Pero ¿cuántos has hecho?
9.
9.
10.
10. Me parece 1. Nada más.
Camera ready.
Are you going to the water?
Sorry.
We got it.
What are you doing?
It's
I'm going!
Oh.
Put your left hand in, you put your left hand in, put your left hand in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
Bueno, ¿por qué construyo? He hecho esto varias veces y me he sentido muy bien. Siento que esto es para tener un tiempo fuera, para poder pensar en lo que tenemos, y a veces lo mucho o poco que tengamos tiene que ser suficiente para poder ser felices en la vida. En este viaje especialmente tuve la oportunidad de conocer al dueño de la casa y estuvimos platicando un poco con él. Me comentaba sobre qué tan dura era su labor diariamente, casi siempre de noche, de 10 a 4 de la mañana. Y estuvo trabajando con nosotros. Un día faltó. Al segundo día yo le pregunté por qué había faltado. Me dijo de que había tenido turnos extra, desde las 10 de la mañana hasta como las 11, 10, o sea, 11 de la noche a 10 de la mañana. Entonces es realmente de ponerse a pensar, ¿verdad? ¿Qué clase de trabajo que tengo y por qué me estoy quejando? Si hay, no es por decirlo así, pero hay personas que tienen una situación mucho menos agradable en el trabajo y nosotros siempre estamos quejándonos de ello. Así es que pensemos un poco, ¿verdad? Y cuando nos sintamos un poco cansados, pues tomar las fuerzas y recordar que hay mucha gente que necesita más espacio para poder estar mejor y tranquilo en la vida.
For me, these trips are always wonderful. It's a chance to get away, to come down here in community. I think that's the key piece of it. To bring together a group of people who, many of them didn't know one another 10 days ago, and within a couple of days they feel like family. They make a huge difference in the life of two families who are going to receive homes, their dreams made a reality, and bonding with people and discovering what their reality is, and embracing it, and realizing back home how much we take for granted and how much we need to look at our priorities. And coming here with people that are 16 to 75, it's a community and mission that's multi-generational, and the richness of that is always something. The thing I love most, and the thing I think stands out in my mind in this trip, has been how much I laugh, and everybody else laughs on these trips. We laugh with one another. Occasionally we laugh at one another. Most of the people laugh at me. But you just feel a joy that I think that's what God wants for us, is to be joyful people. And I wish that happened more, but I'm just grateful it happens here.
La 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 la. Just some things, 1,000 little wars. I have to choose between. I could spend a lifetime earning things that I don't need. That's like chasing rainbows and coming home empty. And if you strip me,
Just kidding.
if you strip me, what would you find if you strip me? Strip it all away. Take what you want, steal my pride, build me up or cut me down to size. Shut me out, but I'll just scream. I'm only one voice in a million, but you ain't taking that from me. 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 You ain't taking that. I don't need a microphone, yeah, to say what I've been thinking. My heart is like a loudspeaker that's always on 11. And if you strip me, strip it all away. If you strip me, what would you find? If you strip me, strip it all away. I'm still the same. Take what you want, steal my pride, build me up or cut me down to size. Shut me out, but I'm just scream. I'm only one voice in a million, but you ain't taking that from me. No, you ain't taking that from me. You ain't taking that from me. You ain't taking that from me. You ain't taking that. 'Cause when it all boils down, at the end of the day, it's what you do and say that makes you, yeah, makes you think about it, doesn't it? Sometimes all it takes is one voice. Take what you want, steal my pride, build me up or cut me down to size. Shut me out, but I just scream. I'm only one voice in a million, but you ain't taking that from me. No, you ain't taking that from me. You ain't taking that from me. You ain't taking that from me. You ain't take what you want, steal my pride, build me up or cut me down to size. Shut me out, but I just scream. I'm only one voice in a million, but you ain't taking that from me. No, you ain't taking that from me. You ain't taking that from me. You ain't taking that from me. You ain't taking that.
Turn.